Hello and welcome to part 5 of Let's Play Spider-Man Web of Shadows for the DS. Last time we explored some stuff and we headed to this mystery Daily Bugle place that I've never heard of, and we're going to see what's in there. Oh, it's a thing that wants us dead. They're kind of mixing it up there, really. So yeah, this is another boss, the next boss. As you can see, it is a mutated super version of the flying thing. So yeah, that's going to cause us some problems. And as you can see, the health bar has just got ridiculous at this point. I mean, it gets even more ridiculous, but yeah, pretty much each time the boss's health just gets insanely big. And this is when I entered this boss, I was like, crap, what is that? It can't be done. It just can't be done. So yeah, the main thing about this boss is that, first of all, it can block. So if you go up to it and start punching it, it might just block you, which can be a right pain. Second of all, it can do that kick attack, so like the last boss, what you're going to do is want to kind of keep your distance, and only there's a kind of a time where it's getting up that you can go over there and it won't kick, because it's not always necessarily going to kick. And yeah, another thing, it can shoot blue things as it's flying. Pretty much, when it's flying, you want to run away from it. It will eventually try and attack you, like, come on, do it. Stupid game. I just wanted it to attack me so I could show what it was. But yeah, you don't want to try and jump up and punch it, because it will just hit you back, or you'll hit into one of the blue things, and something along those lines is going to happen. You can't do a lot of damage when it's flying. So what you want to do is what I did, is swing along and kick off it, and that seems to hit it to the ground. Because once you got it to the ground, you can do a lot of damage, the same sort of stuff as before. Like with the other bosses, as in web it, punch it a load of times, and then uppercut it, and then punch it in the air, and then swing and kick off it. You want to do that combo move, as you can see I'm doing here. And yeah, you can only really do that when it's on the ground. When it's flying, you can't really do much to it. And you want to be careful, yeah, if you're hitting it from my side, once it gets to the edge, you won't be able to uppercut it well, so you want to be careful with that. And yeah, here's another thing you can do. As it's going up, try and punch it real quick. Don't be worried if you can't do it, because it can be a bit tricky, but yeah, as you can see, it's not too bad. You just got to know its patterns, and once you kind of get it into a loop of you punching it all the time, you should be okay. See, that's the move I was trying to show. It will just fly around, but if you keep moving, it will eventually try and dive at you, and if you can get out the way quick enough, then it will just land on the floor, and you can quickly web it and then do a load more damage that way. Yeah, these are the advice, people. So yeah, this boss may take you like a good while. One good thing to do if you're trying to prep for this fight is, as you can see, I only had 3 life orbs going into this battle, and I've already used 2 of them, so it's kind of embarrassing. What you can do, I have 4 slots, but you for some stupid reason, I don't know why they designed the game like this, you don't get life orbs from saving. When you save, you get all your health back. You just don't get life orbs back. The only way to get life orbs, as I know, is to beat up random enemies and hope they drop, because I don't know the percentage or what rate they drop at, but you're gonna want to like just go and beat up random enemies and just hope one drops. It may take you a while, but it'll be worth it in the end. And then if you can get 4 life orbs, then save, and then you're set for that boss, really. It's something that I didn't start doing until the later bosses, where I actually had quite a hard time with them. With this boss, it's really not too bad. It seems really daunting, especially the lack of damage you do to it, but the amount of damage that Nightcrawler does, and once you kind of get it into a pattern of it being on the floor and you uppercutting it and all that, you can do a lot of damage, without it attacking you at all. It's just when it's flying, it's when you're going to have your big problems. And yeah, as you can see, I haven't actually used my extra power yet, which I don't know if you guys want to do that as well, because I was basically waiting for it to fly or to get away from me before using it. But at this point in time, I don't want to break my cycle of webbing it, punching it up in the air, doing a lot of damage to it, because really that's the only way to do a lot of damage to it. Otherwise you're just going to be like jumping around. And yeah, I almost made a stupid move there, almost got kicked, but whatever. Yeah, not too much else to say about this boss fight. It is quite long. That's probably the main thing that people are going to find hard, or that you would struggle with, especially when it warps like that. it just shows at the other end. Although it really didn't do it too well, I won't lie. It just showed up and I punched it in the face. I don't know if it was trying to hand me like a Jehovah's Witness thing, but... So yeah, that was me showing what Black Cat does. I really should have just used Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler is just, like I said, it's so much better. It just does a load of damage, and Black Cat doesn't... If Black Cat fully healed you, then it would be useful, but she just drops a load of health, which isn't good. Like, if she just automatically heals you to full health, then what you could do is save it until you're low on health and then just completely heal, but... Yeah, Nightcrawler just does a lot of damage, so that's what you want to do. I think it does... Oh, I wasn't paying attention earlier. I think it does 3 or 4 bars of damage, and when there's like... Okay, I'm going to count the bars for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 21... I think there's 22. I probably miscounted that, but yeah. When there's 22 bars of life, then, you know, stuff's going down. Stuff is real. And I think this is a boss battle where your purple meter still goes up by time, so if you run away from it, I think your purple meter will still go up. Don't quote me on that, but I think that is the case. So, yeah, the main problem with the bosses in this game, not problem as in what makes some of them quite tricky, is that once they start attacking you, they can do a lot of damage, and that becomes more the case the further you get into the game. This boss is probably not too bad. You know, if it hits you with one of the blue balls, it doesn't like go mental and do a combo on you. It just kind of flies about, and it's, you know, as you can see, I lost 2 life orbs, and it had, I think, over half health at that point. But now I've just managed to, you know, you just wear it down. And also, this is one of the last bosses to actually be affected by your web. So what you got to do is like, yeah, web it, and then it won't stay webbed, but it will just keep it in one place so you can go and punch it in the face. And yeah, that's what I mean about keeping it down. As soon as it starts flying, look at this. So, what am I meant to be doing? I wonder if that's like his boss, Spider-Man's boss, or Peter Parker's boss. Because you're at the Daily Bugle, right? And, I mean, clearly, you know, people aren't immune just because they have a character in the Marvel Universe, right? Although that does seem to be the case. So I wonder if he was just there shouting at people and then suddenly, he's now a big purple monster guy trying to beat you up. And you're just trying to get a raise, but he's got wings and he can shoot purple energy at you, so it's all one big battle. I don't know. I have no idea what makes this the Daily Bugle. I think they were just trying to come up with a reason to make you come here. I don't think there's no real significance apart from the fact that you need to do this boss fight to, you know, advance in the game to get a special power, as it were. So it's almost dead. It's been taken a while. Because yeah, this doesn't even look like the Daily Bugle. Like, I couldn't describe the Daily Bugle to you, but you'd think there would be some sort of like printing press or some sort of computers, you know, newspapers. I expect to see this possessed computer like shouting at me, saying, trying to make me look at dirty porn. That's what I expect. So anyway, we beat that guy, and usually you'll get all your life orbs back and health and all that, and you get a lot of XP for it, so that's pretty cool. And what we got now is I don't know what it's called, Ichor or whatever, but yeah, our web can now stick to it. We can't climb it yet, but what it means, you can just kind of, you know how if you press A and up, I think it's A, whatever the web shooting is, you can just shoot yourself up like that. And that means, yeah, there's a collectible right there, and you can just shoot yourself up to certain places. So that's pretty cool. So you're going to save, and now there's going to be a cheeky little cut here, I'm afraid. There we go. Because, yeah, after a boss, I always stop playing, you know. Yeah, that was so much quicker than just climbing up. I don't know. Yeah, for some reason we now have to go to the sewers. They don't even explain this, which I think is great. They don't even say there's why you have to go to the sewers. It's just like, oh yeah, you got to go to the sewers now. By the way, the real reason, in-game reason, is because now that you've unlocked the web thing, you can now access this area you couldn't access before. I think I showed it when I was in the sewers, because I think maybe I didn't. I can't remember. But yeah, there's a bit where you can web up, but there's the purple icky stuff, so you can't at this time. Like this, see? And now we get a new room. It's all very exciting. Come on, up you go, Spider-Man. Oh, what are you doing? What am I doing? We'll just wait for idiot past me to sort his life out. There we go. Much better. And yeah, you probably wouldn't have guessed it, but there's another boss battle. Yeah, this is definitely the part for boss battles. I think he's actually got, it looks like he's got a bit less health than the other guy, I would say. The main difference here is that you're in a smaller arena, which can kind of make things a bit difficult and awkward, because you can't really get away from the boss that well. And then also, it can't fly, so you don't have to deal with any of that. I think what it is, it's the next version of the Venom version of Spider-Man. So pretty much before you were fighting kind of a weaker version, but now you're here, you can fight this guy. And yeah, if you haven't noticed yet, this guy's pretty easy. He can jump around and he's as quick as you, and he has all your moves pretty much, but he really, he sucks. He's not good. Okay, as soon as I say he's not good, he does one of those. He pulls the combos. See, that's the combos I'm kind of talking about, that later on, once a boss gets a hold of you, it's going to do a lot of damage, whether you want it to or not. But this is not a long boss battle. I don't think he does a jump move from when he's been knocked out. Like the other guy, he would just kick you in the face if you got anywhere near him when he was on the floor. But I think this guy doesn't have that. Or if he does, he doesn't use it as much. I don't really know that there's any difference. And yeah, I would say just use the exact same tactic as before, as all the other bosses. The web, or once you manage to get a punch in, knock him to the ground, wait till he gets up, go near him, punch him again, uppercut him, and then use your webs as much as you want. I still managed to die, of course. This isn't a perfect run, guys. I mean, give me a break. I managed to do half health. I mean, that's damn good. So yeah, it's a lot of waiting for your meter to pretty much fill up. And yeah, if anyone knows what Green Goblin's power is, please let me know. I haven't played through the game using Green Goblin yet, so if you could, comment below and say, hey, Green Goblin's power is this, and that'd be really helpful. Also, let everyone else know who's watching this LP, because maybe I'll look it up. I doubt it. Just leave a comment. Yeah, that's your main problem there. Once he starts kind of kicking, then you kind of have to watch out. And you can't just keep your distance from this boss, because he will just web you towards him and then pull that combo stuff anyway. It's more about jumping erratically all over the place than, actually helping out. And yeah, there's another thing as well. If you're both at that distance that I just was, he will always web you first. If you're at that distance where you think, oh, I'll just web him towards me, he will always get you first. I'm sure it's possible to actually get him first, it's just not worth the risk. Most of the time the computer is just quicker than you when it comes to webbing. And as you can see, I'm not doing too well here. The main thing with these bosses, it is all about getting them into this position where you've knocked them to the ground, so you can, kind of do combos on them. I died? What killed me? How did I die? Oh my god. I'm not sure what hit me there at all. But as he was being killed, I think he gets killed from, he gets killed from this. As he got killed from that, I died, so. And there we go, here's the crawl. I think that's the they probably could have just done that in one boss, but I guess they wanted you to fight two bosses. Yeah, that whole bit was pretty much all about getting your upgrades there. Yeah, so that's the minimap, which I don't think I actually show in this part. And what it does, it means that you can, as you can see, it says ×2. What you can now do is zoom in one more and actually see Spider-Man. He has a little logo as he moves around the map, and you can actually see each individual room and where stuff is. It's really handy. It's really handy stuff. So now that done, we have to go to Residential or whatever to continue searching for Venom. I don't know how they explain that. Spidey senses are telling him to go to the Residential? I don't know. It's all too weird. So yeah, now we can actually get a lot more unlockables and actually get a lot more health upgrades, which I won't be showing until a lot later on. So yeah, I'm just going to keep playing the game. But yeah, 2 boss battles, crazy. So yeah, I've been HonestTom23. I hope you enjoyed this video, and tune in next time for some more Spider-Man Web of Shadows for the Nintendo DS. Goodbye.